Hello, this is the pitch deck presentation for Group 5 in Entrepreneurship 3020. My name is Leandro Cups.
My name is Abby.
My name's Eva.
My name is Steven Sullivan.
My name's Tyler.
And in this PowerPoint, we're going to be going over the problem and the solution, the product and the service, the market, the competition, and the business model. And then finally, a prototype of our app that we developed. You'll see in this soon coming future.
So this slide kind of goes over how our products work, the key features it offers, and what sets it apart from existing platforms. So first, how it works is users begin by creating a profile and completing a short personality and career assessment. Based on their interests, strengths, and the goals, the app recommends short-term, task-based internships that match their profile. As users complete these experiences, their progress is tracked in a personal dashboard so they can clearly see their growth over time. Next, some of the key features include verified company listings to ensure trust and transparency. After each internship, users complete feedback and reflection tools that help them think about what they learned, and the platform also emphasizes skill building through real hands-on exposure and offers career pathways suggestions based on their experiences. Finally, our competitive advantages is that we focus on low-risk, short-term internships designed specifically for early-stage career exploration. We place a strong emphasis on guidance, trust, and transparency, making it easier for students to explore careers without the pressure of long-term commitments.
All right, so some of the main problems that college students face are traditional internships, especially for very prestigious large companies, require high experience, long time commitments, and competitive applications. Students and young adults lack early career exposure because they haven't had as many of those large jobs or larger opportunities for career paths. Uncertainty in choosing majors and career paths, and then limited access to diverse or low risk opportunities. So the solution that we came up with is that this will be a platform for offering short-term accessible internships, for instance, just say 2 to 3 weeks to try and find your ground, see if it's somewhere that you would like to go in the future. It's very low commitment. Beginner friendly opportunities are what we look for in the app, and verified companies and transparent role expectations. Um, this will help users explore careers before making long-term decisions and um, can help save a lot of time actually for a student trying to choose their major and figure out what they want to do.
So now we can get into a little bit of the market on who we're really targeting with this app. So the target market is going to be high school students that kind of want to figure out which major they want to go into before college, have a little bit more of a set path. But then also we could target college students who have already picked a major but are a little unsure about it. I myself have changed majors before. It's common. So maybe they're not decisive yet. And this app could help them with that. Or also just young adults, who honestly don't even need the college degree. They just want to get into a career field, maybe into a certain trade like an electrician or being a welder, and they want to see what that's like, giving them like 2 to 3 weeks in that trade, seeing if they enjoy it or not. So additional segments would be schools and educational institutions we could implement this at and sell it to, like our own UNG. UNG has its own app, but this could be another internship app that UNG could, develop and give to the students. Companies seeking early talent pipelines instead of going through Indeed or anything, getting applicants for a 2 month, internship. They could cater to these college students and get them to see what the careers like to grow that industry in case they need more people in their pipeline. And then career switches, exploring new industries. Those are the people we want to focus on. Maybe they're already an electrician and they don't enjoy it. They want to see what it's like to be a welder. That's our target market.
Okay, so who are our competitors? Obviously, we have our direct competitors being internship platforms and then direct company platform programs, like if people apply directly through the company instead of applying through us. And then indirect competitors like job boards and gig platforms. And you also have career counseling services. Then we have competitive dynamics. Like most platforms focus on long-term competitive roles, and then lack of accessibility for beginners. And then your app differentiates with short-term exploratory experiences plus transparency.
Now I'm going to be going through the business model that we came up with. First, to start out, I'm going to be looking at the revenue streams. For those streams, we'll be looking at company subscriptions or listing fees on if companies want to get jobs out there for people to look at. Another thing we'll offer is premium features for users. Things like advanced insights and coaching opportunities. We'll also offer the partnership with institutions so they can have a platform where students can easily have access to these different type of jobs and internships that we have talked about. The next part of our business model is the channels, project-based pricing for seasonal and special. For when students get home for Christmas break or Thanksgiving, they have an opportunity to join these companies and learn what that job and what that opportunity is all about. Partnerships with schools and universities, like I talked about, having the quick access to get to these different type of jobs. Social media marketing for Gen Z users. This is going to appeal to all different types of demographics, and the majority of the people that are going to be entering the workforce use social media. And last, the delivery. It'll be a fully digital platform. There'll be easy onboarding at both users and companies. Won't have any issues getting started. It'll be quick, easy access to get in and out of this job. And data analytics for tracking engagement and outcomes. It'll be a full breakdown of how time spent on the job really played out as far as analytics go and engagement.
And then last but not least, I can give you a little demo of our little prototype we have here. So this was developed by Claude AI that whenever I had put in our prompts. And so it also gave us the name of Spark. So it says Find Your Spark. Very clever name. All thanks to Claude. But if you could see here, we have a smart search bar, which is going to help filter by role, company, or field instantly, that people could search exactly what they're looking for. Then you also have the field categories where you could do all fields. Maybe if you want to get a little more specific, you could do business, you could do finance, marketing, management, or engineering, as it labels right there. It also comes with a personalized greeting so that it's tailored to that person, having their name at the top of the app. And then you have a save for later. So the bookmarks programs to revisit anytime, which will be that heart in the top right corner, which is very convenient. And then you also have the application deadline. So everyone knows, well, each student or person individually who's using the application, who's going to submit an application, would know when it's going to close by and how fast they have to prepare their resume or tailor it to that internship that they want to do. There's also an AI match score that would go through your profile, tailoring it to that individual internship, seeing if that's a perfect match for you or the career that you would like to get into. There's also a quick apply button for the ones that are more catered to you, 95%. No, I think it's 90% or higher. If you were to do the one tap, you could instantly apply for it. And then there's the program tags of the duration, the pay, and then a location just to make sure it fits for you, which city it's around. You know, maybe if you live in Gainesville or Oakwood, Georgia, it's in Atlanta, that might be a little too far for you, but maybe Suwanee or Duluth a little bit closer, you'd be okay with that. You can kind of check that. Also the duration. Some people might not want to do a whole 3 weeks. They could do a 2 week or maybe even a 1 week just to kind of dip their toes in the industry. And it would also show you what the pay is going to be like per job. Some internships may not be paid. Some might be kind and pay you. Depending on how good you do with work, it could be progress or reward oriented. And the bottom of the navigation is going to give you the home, the applied, the explore, and the profile tabs, which are going to be down below. And that just really helps organize what you've already applied to, just to make sure you already applied to certain ones that you wanted to see the most, or just help you explore your options in general, or just update your profile. So this was our presentation and our pitch deck for our application we're trying to develop. Thank you so much.